At midnight, I was dragged out of our wooden house on the outskirts of Portland, barefoot and clutching a worn backpack. My brother had sworn I stole Mom's pearl necklace. I'm Kayla Thornton, 17, and that night, my family turned against me because of a lie. My brother's fake tears fooled everyone. "She took it!" he sobbed, pointing at me. Dad stormed into my room, holding the necklace they found in my desk drawer. I cried, "I didn't do it!" But Dad's face twisted in anger. "You're a disgrace," he shouted, pushing me out the door. Mom stood silently as the lock clicked shut. I pounded on the door, screaming, "This isn't fair!" But no one answered. My brother's smug look through the window told me everything. He'd planned this. I was just a kid working at a coffee shop, saving for college, believing I had a family who trusted me. That lie shattered everything. Dad's words, Mom's silence, and my brother's betrayal burned into my heart. I promised myself I wouldn't let it destroy me. Weeks later, something happened that changed everything. Something my brother never saw coming. That night, I'd been writing in my journal when my brother burst into my room, fake tears streaming down his face. "She stole Mom's pearl necklace!" he cried. I dropped my pen, shocked. "What are you talking about, Noah?" I said. I'd never touched Mom's jewelry, especially not the necklace from her grandmother. Dad stormed in before I could explain, his face red with fury. "Kayla, what's this about?" Mom followed, wringing her hands, eyes full of worry. "I didn't do anything," I said, my voice shaking. Noah clung to Mom, crying louder. "I saw her sneaking into your room," he lied, pretending to sob harder. I glared at him. "You're lying, Noah. Tell them the truth." But he kept crying, and I caught a small smirk on his face. Dad didn't wait. He tore through my desk drawers, tossing my notebooks aside until he froze. He pulled out the pearl necklace, its beads glinting under the light. "Care to explain this?" he growled. My stomach dropped. "I didn't put it there," I said, staring at Noah. "He's setting me up." But Noah buried his face in Mom's shoulder, drowning me out. "You're a failure, Kayla," Dad spat. "Stealing from your own family? Jealous of your brother?" I shook my head, desperate. "Dad, please, I didn't do this." But he waved me off. "No more lies." Mom finally spoke, her voice soft. "Kayla, why would you do this?" Her disappointment stung more than Dad's anger. "Mom, I didn't," I pleaded. "Noah's lying." But she wouldn't look at me. They'd already chosen to believe him. Dad grabbed my arm hard. "You're out of this house," he said coldly. "No daughter of mine steals from her family." I yanked free, shaking. "You're not even listening!" But he shoved me toward the door. I grabbed my backpack, barefoot and trembling. Noah watched from the hallway, that same smug glint in his eyes. He'd won. On the porch, I fell to my knees, crying, "Dad, please, I didn't take it." Mom stood frozen in the doorway, tears glistening, but she didn't stop him. "Get out," Dad said. I reached for Mom's hand. "Please don't do this." She turned away as the door slammed shut. I sat there in the cold, my bare feet numb, realizing my family had turned their backs on me. The betrayal burned, but a fire lit inside me. I wouldn't let this break me. I'd prove the truth, no matter how long it took. That night, I slept in a park near the forest, clutching my backpack. I was cold, hungry, and alone. Days passed. I survived on scraps, washing in public restrooms, my reflection pale and hollow. I couldn't go back to school. I had no one left. Until I remembered Aunt Patricia, Mom's older sister. At a gas station payphone, I called her, my hands trembling. "Kayla?" she said, her voice full of worry. I heard what happened. I told her everything through tears. I didn't do it. She didn't hesitate. "I believe you, sweetheart," she said, Stay strong. I'll find out the truth." Her words were like a lifeline. Days later, I was still hiding in an abandoned warehouse when I made myself a promise. I would survive this and clear my name. I returned to school, hoping for normalcy, but instead, whispers followed me. "Thief," someone spat as I walked by. Even my teachers didn't believe me. I was invisible, a liar in everyone's eyes. One afternoon, as I sat on the school steps, defeated, I heard a voice. "Kayla!" It was Aunt Patricia. She hugged me tightly. I told her everything, how everyone believed Noah's lies. Her jaw tightened. "That boy is up to something," she said. "We'll prove it." She gave me a few dollars for food and promised to help. "You're not alone," she told me. For the first time in weeks, I felt hope. 2 weeks later, my best friend Chelsea ran up to me breathless. "Kayla, you won't believe this," she said. "I was at a party last night. Noah was there bragging that he planted the necklace in your room to get you kicked out." Brandon's grin disappeared. "You'd ruin me over this." "You ruined yourself," I said softly, "when you touched my keys." He stormed out, and I didn't chase him. For the first time in years, I didn't feel guilty for standing up for myself. A few days later, he came to my door. His voice was shaking. "Kristen, please, the insurance, the cops, you're ruining my life." I looked him in the eyes. "You did that yourself." And that's when he did something even worse. Out of spite, he went online and posted lies, twisting the story, painting me as cruel and selfish. He called me cold, said I cared more about money than family. For a moment, I felt my chest tighten. My name was out there, dragged through the mud. But then, something shifted. People saw through him. The truth always finds a way out. His lies collapsed, one by one. Clients stopped working with him. His small circle started to vanish. My parents called again, begging me to help. "He's drowning, Kristen. Please, talk to the insurance company." I said no. He made his choices. Now he lives with them. "You've changed," my mother whispered again. "Maybe," I said. "Or maybe I finally learned to protect myself." When the insurance payout arrived, $30,000, I stared at the number for a long time. It wasn't enough to buy another Tesla, but it was enough to start over, enough to breathe again. I didn't buy another car right away. I bought silence, peace, the kind that comes when you finally stop letting people take pieces of you they never earned. I realized something that day. Hard work isn't just about money. It's about boundaries, about saying no when someone tries to cross the line between love and manipulation. Family doesn't mean blind forgiveness. Love doesn't mean silence. And standing up for yourself doesn't make you selfish. It makes you free.